It's a busy time of year, and oftentimes what's supposed to be a magical and fun time to spend with our family becomes really stressful. Our schedules get bogged down, we've got tons of things on our to-do list, we're fighting with crowds and other people who are in bad moods. And so today I want to talk to you about ways that you can keep the holiday stress down, even though we're in the middle of it. Hopefully this will help you get some more relief towards the end of the year. So the first thing you can do is to reduce where you can. Look for places that you don't necessarily have to do everything that you want to do or that you're used to doing. What I mean by this is maybe if you feel like putting some lights up, you can reduce the amount of bushes or trees that you're getting lights up on. If you're prepping for guests, you might not need to necessarily dust under all of the sofas and all of the furniture. Sometimes we can go overkill and above and beyond on details that don't really matter. Reducing where you can will add up significantly. Also keep in mind on your schedule, all those things that you pre-obligated yourself to or that keep coming up, be okay with saying no. Make sure you set boundaries for yourself and understand that this is a busy time of year and people expect other people to be busy. So reduce the obligations and be okay with maybe just popping in for a quick minute or even leaving the event early. I'd also like to invite you to push any of the non-immediate to-dos or projects that you have on your list till after the new year. I know that goes without saying, but so many of us feel like we're busy anyways, this is our time off, let's stuff in a couple more extra to-do items. Cut it out. The next thing you can do is to buffer your time. Buffering your time allows you space to recharge. And because this is a busy time of year, you guys know I'm always telling you, make sure that you plan ahead by creating that balance point ahead of time. Don't wait till you're burnt out, overwhelmed, tired, exhausted, and stressed to say, okay, I need a break. You have the space and time. Take it and make it happen. This is the time that you not only obligate yourself to the festivities and all the holiday to-dos and showing up with other families, but it's also the time that you get quality time for yourself and with your loved ones. You also really want to make sure that you buffer some time out, make space for unexpected things like getting sick, since those get spread around the holidays very frequently, as well as other holiday schedules that may pop up that you would want to prioritize, or just general life itself. This year, our septic tank decided to bust, and this is something that we're in the middle of fixing right now, which is something that was completely unprepared for at this time of year. So regardless if everyone is ready for the holidays, sometimes life just happens and doesn't care whether it's Christmas or not. Number 3, bulk gifting. This year, I really leaned into bulk gifting because sometimes it just felt like so much time and energy and mental exhaust trying to think of really unique value-adding items that I could give to each and every single person. Bulk gifting is a great way to think of one or two or a few really valuable things that you can share and gift that same gift to pretty much everyone. Of course, if you're inspired to give unique gifts to certain people or the people that are close to you, special loved ones, by all means, go ahead and do that. But some great bulk gifting ideas are consumables like cookies, candles, bath salts, or even jarred items. You can take your favorite book of the year or your favorite item of the year and gift that to everybody. In the past, for 2 Christmases in a row, my friends gifted me Cutco scissors, and I was just overjoyed. Cutco scissors are amazing. They're the absolute best, and I was stoked to have another one. You can also take the time to lean into your passions or hobbies. One of my favorite things to do is to garden. So I like making little sprouts, creating little plants, and creating nice jars to gift to people. My daughter really loves watercoloring, and she created beautiful pictures that were customized for each individual person. Being creative with gifts is a great way to get mindful you time while creating unique value-adding gifts for others. Tip number 4, avoid the crowds. I know it goes without saying and it's really hard to do sometimes, but if you schedule your experiences after the new year, especially experiences that you're trying to gift, it's better to try to get those out of the way after the new year if it's possible. Of course, there are certain events that only happen during this time of year, and for that you have to just deal with the crowds. But if you can also get your errands done in the early mornings, oftentimes it's a great time to do this, especially if you have time on the weekdays. And doing some online shopping for gifts is also a great way to avoid the crowds as well. My favorite places to online shop is for experiences, places like Groupon, getting gift cards, tickets, things that I think that my friends or family will really like and actually take the time time to go out and enjoy. During this time, you really want to make sure you optimize your time. And you can optimize your time by getting food for the next 2 weeks, especially during that time before Christmas and before the New Year's. That's when the grocery stores get really crowded. Also, this is a great time to meal prep your meals so that when you're dealing with a busy schedule, you can just come home, stick your meal on the stove or oven, and have dinner done in a flash. You can also optimize your time by leaning in and asking for help. Whether it's getting your kids to help gift wrap some of the gifts, they absolutely love doing it, especially if you do the recycled gift wrap with the brown paper and paint that I've talked about in the past. Or if you want to really save time, you can employ Amazon to gift wrap stuff that you buy off Amazon for you. They come in awesome reusable bags. So having clean, functional spaces beyond just being clutter-free and living an optimal lifestyle really makes this step super easy. If you don't know how to do that, or if you feel like you could level up your time and energy, make sure you check out the Everyday Vacation course. We go through all the important areas of life, from your external spaces, your health, finances, and mindset, to make sure that you're maximizing the amount of time and energy that you have on a day-to-day basis. The last way you can help relieve stress around the holidays is to make sure you prioritize your energy. You want to safeguard your bedtimes, and I know sometimes there's a lot of late outings and things to do in the evenings when you have all this free time, but safeguard those bedtimes so you have a strong immune system, a clear mind, and a much happier demeanor as you go through all the different changes and things going on. You want to lean into eating healthy, especially when you're eating at home and when you have the opportunity to. And if you're at parties or events, just try to reduce the amount of junk food or extra sugar that you might be eating. I know this is a time to really lean in and enjoy, so make sure you do that for yourself, but give yourself opportunities to balance it out as well. You really want to know your boundaries and respect those boundaries, because the worst thing that can happen is it's supposed to be a happy holiday time, you're supposed to be making great memories, and then you feel like crap going through it. So these 6 tips are some things that you can take immediate action on today to help reduce your stress for the holidays. If you think I missed anything or you have any other suggestions, make sure you share with me in a DM or in the comments if you're watching the YouTube video version of this episode. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you're on YouTube and subscribe to either the podcast or my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys spending time with me here during the holidays. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Hey fam bam, thanks for joining me in today's episode. If you haven't yet, get registered for my free webinar training, Better Energy for a Better Life. You guys voted on this training. I worked really hard to put together some really valuable tips and insight on the fastest way to grow your energy on time, things that you could get started doing right now. So make sure you check out that link and get signed up. Can't wait to see you there.